Cartography application through the Earth observation satellites is an important tool which helps to facilitate the developmental works. It enables policymakers and implementing agencies to quickly gather accurate information on existing ground conditions in the area of interest. This immensely helps to initiate, implement, and monitor the developmental projects in an efficient and scientific manner. This Cartosat-2 satellite is meant for continuation and enhancing the services being provided by Cartosat-2 Series Satellites. It is seventh in a series of advanced Indian remote sensing satellites built by ISRO, with the primary objective of providing high-resolution scene-specific spot imageries. The spacecraft carries a panchromatic camera, a 4-band multispectral camera, and event monitoring cameras.
हमने हाई रेजोल्यूशन जो फोटो मिलती है और इमेज मिलती है, उसमें से हमने कई नई खोज कर सकते हैं. इसका सबसे बड़ी जरूरी है हमारा गवर्नेंस काम पे. आज गवर्नेंस काम पे आज आप देखिए कोई रास्ता बन रहा है, रास्ता कितना तक बना, उसका चौड़ा बराबर है क्या नहीं, पोखर बना पॉन्ड बन गया तो वो भी बराबर बना क्या नहीं, और हमको सिटी का 3D मॉडल चाहिए. इसलिए चाहिए हमको जब सोलर पैनल बिल्डिंग का ऊपर लगाएंगे हमको पता होना चाहिए उसमें छाव आएगी क्या नहीं, पूरा दिन उसको धूप मिलेगी क्या नहीं.
PSLV-C40 carries multiple satellites, and among them 3 are from ISRO, namely INS-1C, Microsat, and Cartosat-2 Series 4th Satellite. These 3 satellites coming from 3 different families. The INS-1C coming under the Nanosatellite group, weighing around 10 kg, including a remote sensing instrument. And the Microsat is basically a 100 kg satellite, including around 35 kg of the payload component. And Cartosat-2 Series Satellite, which is around 700 kg satellite.
In the PSLV, same missions, whether in the earlier mission we have flown the 104 satellites. These multiple satellites is accommodated in the equipment bay. Only thing is that when you are assembling this the small satellite, we used to take is we used to separate without affecting their own companion satellites. The orientation will be planned such that it is mounted in the right direction. Also, during separation process, we will be carrying out a optimum separation sequence so that it does not colliding anything.
For optimum utilization of its capacity, the PSLV-C40 mission will launch a total of 31 satellites.
In this mission, the PSLV-4 stage has a very important role to play, as we have earlier demonstrated the restart capability of the stage to put spacecraft in different orbits. In this forthcoming mission also, the 4th stage will be doing this similar exercise of injecting the primary satellite and after that moving to a second orbit which is lower by reigniting the 4th stage and circularizing to another orbit. And after that mission is completed, we are also planning to completely use the propellant, that is called the burn to depletion of the stage, to demonstrate the stage's versatility in doing very important missions in the future.
It is all set to soar into space aboard PSLV-C40 from Satish Dhawan Space Centre, SHAR.
So at Sriharikota, we are gearing up for the launch, and the launch campaign activities are in the final phase. All the stages are prepared, tested, and is getting ready for the countdown and other activities.
Besides 3 Indian satellites, 19 satellites from USA, 5 from Republic of Korea, and 1 each from Canada, France, UK, and Finland will also be launched in this mission.
Antrix has contracted 28 international customer satellites for PSLV-C40 mission, out of which 3 are microsatellites, and these 3 microsatellites hold a lot of promise for future business of Antrix in the launch segment. These 3 satellites, out of these 3 satellites, 2 are built by SSTL, and the third one is built by a company called ISRO in Finland. All 3 are basically prototypes which are intended to validate some of the technologies. So Antrix is hoping that these satellites will be successfully commissioned and operated by the clients, and which will in turn lead to these companies going in for large constellations, and hopefully it will bring in a larger business to Antrix and India.
The Cartosat-2 Series Satellite will be placed into a 505-kilometer sun-synchronous polar orbit and is expected to provide satellite-based cartography services for around 5 years.